To kick off the new year, many people participate in Dry January after all the holiday madness. And if that's you, we have you covered this morning with some of the best spots around town to get some non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, is that you? Are you doing Dry January?
I am going to do it, yeah.
Well, because another thing that people do is damp January.
I think I'm damp.
You kind of just bring it down a little bit.
I had a drink yesterday.
Well, here to break all this down for us, I get it. We're welcome managing editor of Dining Out magazine, Linnea Covington. Linnea, Happy New Year.
Happy New
Thanks for
Year.
coming back in.
Happy New Year, guys.
I'm glad we didn't scare you off last time.
Oh, no. I had so much fun. We had such a good time. And I love the NA movement. It's really exciting for those of us that don't want to drink, or maybe like we just need a break from drinking. Or sometimes for me, like I will grab an NA drink when I'm like, I want another drink, but I don't need another drink.
Absolutely. I totally get that.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are actually a lot of places around Denver we were just talking about where you can get some really top-notch mocktails.
Yes. Okay, so one of the cool things is if you go to like a fancy restaurant, Michelin-starred Bruto, Wolf's Taylor, you can actually get like a mocktail pairing to go with your meal.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, and it's not cheap. It's like $95, but it's like they tailor it to go with each meal, which I think is...
The whole thing is $95, not necessarily the drink
just
itself.
The pairing.
Oh,
the
just
pairing.
You're going Michelin.
Okay.
Yeah.
The pairing, not per drink. No, that's crazy. That'd be crazy.
Look, I'm over here eating at the Applebee's,
Chili's.
and Chili's. I'm on that life.
Yeah, I mean, but it's cool that it's now available.
Truly.
And Nocturn just started a program where they have like a Ain't Misbehavin' menu.
Okay.
And so that's like about, all of the drinks pair with the food. I sound silly, but they're all NA, which is like kind of the first time they're really doing that. So it just shows you that people want it, and the restaurants are responding.
We were chatting about The Block was another one. I think we have some photos too. They actually keep mocktails year round, and they change it just kind of like a cocktail menu. And we're seeing people, not just Dry January, but kind of really moving into this sober lifestyle, right? And they want to be able to get a cocktail at the bar that's alcohol free.
Yeah, I mean, and people even want to bar hop,
Yeah.
and not necessarily be drinking alcohol.
Right.
You can still have the culture without the booze.
And can I also bring up a point too? I love this personally because I have some friends who are sober and they still want to be included and participate. And it's great because this gives an option to not feel like they're left out and they have to have sobriety in isolation.
Yes. And it's also good for pregnant women.
Yep.
Especially your first child, and you still want to go out with the friends, and you don't realize you have to be up at 5 a.m. every day for the rest of your life after that. So,
That's something to sip on. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Groovy. We got to talk about Groovy. We just saw this on the Today Show yesterday.
Okay, so Groovy is a local company, and it's one of my favorites because they actually do it really well. So, for example, like we have this like the Golden Ale.
It looks like a beer.
It looks just like a beer,
Well, here's the thing. They actually make beer, and then they remove the alcohol. So you can see it's got like the nice head and everything. And I think it tastes really good. If you guys want to try it, it's okay. So,
okay, I would love to try it.
Yeah, so this is
There's no alcohol in this.
No
remember,
alcohol,
so
and they do a
Golden
sangria,
era.
wine, they do beer.
It tastes just like it.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, it's a little bit smoother almost even.
Well, and that's
the
the
bite.
thing. And that's warm. It's not even cold. So
Imagine how much better it could taste.
Again, we're talking about Applebee's Chili's taste over here.
Jordan's a cheap day,
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Well, and so I really like, I don't have it on hand, but they have a dry secco that I really like. And so I personally will make something that's low ABV. I'll put like a shot of Aperol in that and make a very low ABV Aperol spritz.
That's perfect.
So it's not just beer.
Not just beer, no. And so their
wine,
sangria is really good. I actually brought it here just so we can see the color on that.
So pretty.
So I personally think the sangria is great on ice.
Okay.
I think it's like a very refreshing cocktail.
Yeah,
It's so nice to have options when you're trying to not drink.
Yeah, and then you have it in a wine glass, and like really who
And
even
Erica
knows?
does have a refined palate, unlike
my
me.
gosh.
So let us know how this one is.
Okay, sangria.
Yeah. It's a little,
that's delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's coming
very
from her
tasty.
taste buds.
I would absolutely drink this on ice. Throw some fruit in there.
Yeah. I think you could even, if you really wanted to, heat it up and pretend it's mulled wine.
Ooh, you could do that.
Good idea for the next holidays, right?
good
Okay,
idea.
so if people want to learn more about Groovy and some of the restaurants that you mentioned.
So I also want to just say strong water makes an aperitif non-alcoholic spritz that's superb, and you can always add things like cocktail syrup. There's an old-fashioned cocktail syrup you can mix with NA booze and make like a cocktail that way.
Perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we can't remember all of this, but we want to learn more about it, where can we find it?
Yes, so we just came out with an article, diningout.com, about where to go for NA spirits. And then some of these products were featured on our Deck the Bar campaign that we did for Christmas.
Amazing.
This was good.
This is I'm going to keep drinking this.
Yeah, you
Linnea,
can
thank
check it.
you.
Thank you, guys.
She always
Appreciate
brings
you.
the good stuff.
I know. I know.
You're welcome back anytime, Linnea.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Let's get a check of the